Hi everybody, it's Jamie Ruthenberg. I'm here today to read you another story. I know that I've already read the first 4 books in the Miles series to you, and I'm working on the 5th as we speak, actually. So today I actually thought I would read one of my favorite books that I used to read to my daughter when she was little. She's 18 now, but I used to read to her almost every day the book You Can Do It, Sam by Amy Hest and illustrated by Anita Jerem. They're beautiful, beautiful illustrations, beautiful story, and you will see why I love this story so much. And so does my daughter Grace. So here we go. It happened one winter morning on Plum Street, and the moon was still up, making moonbeams and shadows on Plum Street. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear and Sam were baking cakes. They stirred with big spoons, swirling and tasting batter. They peeked in the oven, and 2 rows of cakes, golden brown cakes, for their friends on Plum Street. It's early morning and they're baking for all their neighbors. "Come on, cakes," whispered Sam. "I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait." Mrs. Bear and Sam waited for cakes. "Now can we go, Mama?" "Now?" said Sam. "Soon," Mrs. Bear said. "Soon, Sam." They waited, and then at last, Mrs. Bear sniffed the air with her nose in the air and said, "I believe our cakes are ready." Have you ever noticed that I'm attracted to books about food pretty often? Mrs. Bear and Sam counted cakes, and there were 12. They tucked them in bags, and there were 12 red bags. Outside, snow tumbled on houses and sprinkled the trees. It powdered the yard and Mrs. Bear's truck. Mrs. Bear and Sam climbed up in the truck that was green. They bumped along in the early light, just the 2 of them on Plum Street, uphill and down, up and down, to the very end of Plum Street. "Our friends will love my cakes," Sam told his mama. "Of course," Mrs. Bear said. Mrs. Bear pulled up close to the first sleepy house. "Here we are, Sam. I'll wait here and you take the cake." "All by myself?" whispered Sam. "Go, go, go." Mrs. Bear put her arm around Sam. "You can do it, Sam." One of my favorite illustrations. And off he went, all by himself in new snow, all by himself, waving a red bag and waving to Mrs. Bear, all by himself, taking cake to their friends. Sam left the red bag at the door. The sign on the bag said, "A tasty surprise." Then he ran back to the truck where his mama was waiting. "I did it," said Sam. "Of course," Mrs. Bear said. Mrs. Bear and Sam bumped along, just the 2 of them, uphill and down, up and down. At each sleepy house, Mrs. Bear stopped the truck. She put her arm around Sam. "Here I go," whispered Sam. "Go, go, go," Mrs. Bear said, and off he went, making tracks in the new snow, waving a red bag and waving to Mrs. Bear, leaving 1 tasty cake at each sleepy door. Their neighbors, they're not even up yet. Until they got home, there were 2 cakes left in 2 red bags. Said Mrs. Bear. "For us?" whispered Sam. "Of course," Mrs. Bear said. Mrs. Bear and Sam held hands on the path to the little white house, and the sun was just sunning up the little white house. "Hello, house," said Sam, and they went inside, kicking snow off their boots. This is my favorite part of the book. This illustration is just beautiful to me. And notice the little mice. They're so cute, and they're eating some of the cakes. Mrs. Bear poured cocoa in cups, and they wriggled their toes in fat socks, enjoying their cakes with cocoa. As their bellies filled up, they took turns telling stories. Stories about a bear called Sam, who takes cakes all by himself to his friends. And they all loved his cakes so much. And that's what happened one winter morning on Plum Street. The end. So this is a book that I love very much, and I hope you loved it too. I'll be reading a special book every week. I hope you're having a wonderful time with your families, and until next time, mwah.